Dundee are pushing for the top six, but they might be about to get done in if the games against Motherwell and Rangers cannot go ahead, as they could be looking at further cancellations and possibly a big fine or maybe even a points deduction. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and we're here to talk about Dundee and their shitey pitch for yet another time, and I'm not happy about it.
I'm not happy about it. You're not happy about it. No fan in the league should be happy about it. We talked about when should the cut-off be about cancellations. Should it be the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th game when teams are just forfeiting? Because, right, see the replacement to play at Tannadice? For me, that's just not... It just shouldn't even be discussed, right? What is the point? If Dundee in the top flight are consistently unable to fulfil fixtures at their own stadium, then I think they should forfeit it. I think it's a disgrace, right? We are now looking at, the 5th time against Motherwell. Now, to be fair, a pitch inspection earlier today is Thursday, claimed that the pitch is playable, but there's rain covers all over the full park. Now, it says the next one probably won't be until, Saturday morning. So what you could argue is, they're doing all they can down at Dundee. But if let's just put it this way. Say the game against Motherwell gets postponed. Should Motherwell not just be awarded 3 points and we move on? Or is that unfair on Dundee? Because I think they're taking the piss, Dundee, and I don't think it is unfair.
No, I think we're getting to the stage where if they cannot see... I mean, how much more are we supposed to congest and push back these fixtures? They've been given multiple chances now this season, and the games have been cancelled. Surely there has to come a time where this is just not acceptable. We can't keep pushing out. Why should other teams be punished? Why should their games get pushed further back? Because Dundee aren't capable of having games played? I mean, they can't, or I don't know what you could do. I was going to say give the other team the home advantage, but I guess you can't do that because of season tickets and ticket sales and things like that. But, I mean, I would say we're getting close to the point where if Dundee did have to forfeit the game and give up 3 points, you couldn't really argue, I don't think.
I think another reason why you can't argue is because if this Motherwell or Rangers game gets postponed, they can't fit it in before the split. You know what I mean? Because obviously, how ridiculous would it be if you were playing pre-split games, post-split, in between split games? It just doesn't work. And for that reason, I genuinely think, and I ain't just saying this, right, because Rangers could potentially benefit for not having to play a game and get 3 points, because if Dundee were playing Celtic next, they'd be saying the exact same thing. It's actually irrelevant that they're playing Rangers. Dundee are ripping the piss out of it. This pitch should be... They should just knock down the stadium, man. This has been going on for years. Just don't get it. And until they're actually hit with, forfeits for matches, they're not going to treat it serious. That's what you need to hit them with. I mean, it's... I don't get it for Dundee. I mean, this would be the 5th time, and if it gets postponed on Saturday I believe there's a storm coming. I know the weathermen and women, they give it names, right? I can't remember what the name is, but I think you could bet safe money that if the game's unplayable on Saturday with a storm on the way, I don't think Wednesday would be too playable. I mean, 2 back-to-back games that could be looking at postponed here. I think it's an absolute mess for Dundee. And here, I actually want Dundee to get top 6. Well, I actually do, because I think it benefits Rangers if Hibs do it. But here, I think they're worth their top 6 spot. And here, it's not Tony Docherty's fault. It's not the players' fault. But it's Dundee as a club's fault, man. You can't be allowing this to happen. There needs to be precautions put in place. I can accept if it's 1 or maybe 2 cancellations a season, right? Extreme weather, but we're not talking about extreme weather. It's a fucking rain shower. I mean, we're not talking about minus 15, heavy snow. We're talking about rain.
Yeah, and it's not like we're in America or something like that where you don't really have to worry about rain that much. It's fucking Scotland. You need to be prepared for this shit. It rains all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's not extreme weather. It's, it's something that has to be dealt with on a regular basis.
You'd think out of all the countries that play football, if there's one country that needs to be prepared for rain, it's probably Scotland. We're right up there.
Yep.
So I mean, Dundee just need to sort it out. It's no good enough. They've had time now, and what an embarrassment it would be if this Rangers-Dundee game was cancelled for a second time. Has that ever happened before for the same reason?
I mean, I'm sure it has.
Cancelled twice for the same reason. I don't know.
Yeah, and a pathetic reason. Like I said, it's not extreme weather. It's just rain.
See that time Scotland played. What's their name? Georgia. Was it Georgia?
Yep, it was Georgia.
I mean, you could see that was called off, right? You could have accepted it because that weather was insane. Plus, look at they were doing everything they could to make that game go ahead.
Yeah.
Are we seeing this level of commitment from Dundee, or are they getting the sponges?
Oh, they're putting a cover on the pitch. Oh, brilliant. I mean, I remember that Hearts Rangers game in the Championship. It was snowing, and the snow was all over the pitch.
Yep.
I mean, that went ahead, yes, and it got cancelled during the game. And here, we're not wanting these players to run about and break their legs, but I mean, how many cancellations can one stadium see in a season? Personally, for me, I think it actually should be it. I mean, I see someone say in the comments that it shouldn't be 5, it should be like 3, but I think 5's a solid number, where if you breach the 5 games of cancellations at home, then you just automatically forfeit after that. Will it come into play? Probably not. But here, the Motherwell game ain't going to be on TV. We know for a fact that the Rangers game will be on TV next Wednesday. So for that reason alone, they're not going to want a second televised game at Dens Park to go crumbling away, folks. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave this. There'll be updates with it to come. And till next time. Peace.